Nothing better than coffee. Buyers are being persnickety. Buyers are holding off. Buyers in the control seat. They're driving the bus today. The market has slowed down. Now, well-priced houses that are positioned well, that are completely done up, they're going to get a lot of attention. There are still buyers out there. They're being picky though. They want a fully turnkey house. They want to pay the right price for it, and they're taking their time. Ryan Lundquist, who is an appraiser up in Sacramento, i.e. the Sacramento Appraisal blog, he's my muse. He does a lot of great graphs and charts and great information for Sacramento area. And while I don't service it a lot, take his information, use it for my own, and share it with them. When you see his name as a hashtag, that's because I'm sharing the information that he sparked the interest with me. So that's why I use him a lot. But here, this thing right here, it makes a lot of sense, right? Buyers and sellers are talking. They're like, hey, I don't know if I want to buy your house. I think I'll wait a little bit. I think I want to take some time to buy your house. Now, there's a lack of urgency today, right? 4 years ago, 2021, we had a firestorm. I had 15, 20 offers on every house. People were desperate to get in because the rates were so low. Today we're at 7%. This gives buyers some breathing room, and I think it's healthy. And I always say that we're at 2,000 homes for sale to be a balanced market, but I think we're at a balanced market right now at like ish, simply because the rates are so high, buyers are waiting, and actually our inventory has kind of peaked. So I think right now we're at a good, happy median place for buyers and sellers to come together. Is the seller going to get that high price that he was hoping for because that house sold 3, 4, 5 months ago at that price? Maybe if it's in great shape, but if your house is dialed in and it's priced right and you attract the market, you're going to sell. Buyers are willing to stay and wait. And guess what? They have a lot of houses to choose from. If your house goes into contract, there's 5 other houses that they can look at that they've been waiting on. So demand has absolutely been shrinking. I did something like this, sales volume come May. Oh, there it is. This is year to date, January through June, 2001 to 2020. We're the lowest we have been in 25 years, guys, 24 years. If you take the aggregate, this is Santa Clara County homes aggregate year to date stacked. That means it goes all the way to December. It shows something similar, alarming wise, but 2004, we had 17,000 homes for sale or sold. Right now we're at 30,000 homes for sale. In 2004, we had 8,000-ish homes sold by June of last year. Now, this is just mid-June. This is done a couple days ago, so it's not exact, but we're still pathetically low because rates are down. Now, economic uncertainty, job loss uncertainty, we don't know where we're going, right? If you're thinking about buying, this is a great time to buy, right? Fannie Mae forecasts a sharp dip in mortgage rates by end of year. Next week, June 17th or 18th, the feds are going to testify and talk about lowering the rates. We're expecting 0.25%. We would like to see 0.5%. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we need to see rates come down in order for buyers to get active again. Beware that if rates do come down, more buyers will enter the market, meaning more competition. Just keep that in your head. Rates today are 7%, but if you buy a $2.3 million house, you can buy it down with a point or so and drop it down to 6%. You're still paying $10,000 a month. The median household income is $159,000 and the median income was $77,000. How do people afford it? People are affording it. I don't know how they're doing it. Let's go into this real quick. Buyer's net sheet. I'm going to open this up so you can take a quick look. There we go. Okay, so the reason why I picked 2.3 is because the San Jose city just opened up their property transfer tax to $2.3 million. We're going to be at $2.3 million on the average pretty quick. That means everything on the bottom end, on the lower end, people don't have to worry about it, but it's something to be concerned about. $2.3 million after the transfer tax takes effect. What does that mean to you? It means a whole lot more money because, we'll open this up so you can see this real quick. Transfer tax versus conveyance tax. A house sold at $2.3 million at 0.75 would be $17,000. This is one-time transfer tax. A house sold at 2.29999 would be at 33% or 0.33% would be $7,500. So if you sold it for $1 less, you're saving $17,000. And this is from the city. If a property sold at $2.3 million, there would be a conveyance tax plus a transfer tax of $17,250, which means your total out to the city of San Jose would be $24,840. So yeah, $300,000 more gives you a little bit more leeway. If your house is edging up towards $2 million, that's good, because this is last year. When you look at the volume of homes sold over $2 million, it sharply declines, as it does with the other homes in different cities. However, it's not a normal thing to see that. I think they're smart to do that. I think it should have been $2.5 million, but there you go. Let's go to buyer's net sheet, $2.3 million. How much do you need to earn for the 36 DTI? There are exceptions. You don't have to make $500,000. You have to make $5 million. Is that right? Your debt to income, you need to be making $5 million. No, it's times 5. You need to make $662,000 in order to qualify to buy $2.3 million. That's a household income. So both of you have to be making about $300,000. There's exceptions. What happens if you only make $500,000 combined? Yeah, you can still get into it, but there's going to be an exception, meaning your points are going to be a little bit higher and your total out would be about $13,000 a month. An exception means you're going to be paying like 0.25% more. So let's make that 6.25. And now you're paying $14,000 a month. But if you're making $500,000, $600,000, that's a great write-off right there. There are people out there that are making that kind of money. This is Silicon Valley, right? It costs a lot of money to live here. You need to make a lot of money. And if you don't have that mindset, then you're making the median price, right? I make more than the median price or income, but still, I can't afford a $2 million house or $2.3 million house. If you're thinking about selling right now, this is a great time to download this checklist. It helps you walk through every nook and cranny of your house so you can get your house ready to sell, so you can repair all the little tiny things. And if you need a handyman, give me a call. I have plumbers, I have handymen, I have landscapers, I have painters. They're all super busy right now working on all the different houses I have coming up for sale. Just be aware that this is how we do it. We want you to have your house repaired. I know a lot of people are like, I'm not going to fix this, I'm not going to fix that. Well, you don't have to, but that's going to detract a buyer's eyeball. And remember, we just talked about buyers being patient. Their sense of urgency has waned. And this is good because sellers have gotten complacent about presenting their house. Now it's time for you to do it. I'm seeing it all over the place. We have homes that are on market. We have over 300 homes on market over 40 days because it's overpriced for the condition and the market. Location, condition, market, right? Get your house looking pretty, set realistic expectations for yourself on price, list it a little bit low, attract the market, get your house sold without a lot of drama. Okay, what you get for $2 million in San Jose, this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square foot home built in 1979. It's a beautiful house. This is against the hills. So it faces north and it's staged beautifully. Great little house. The older kitchen, but I still love it. I prefer wood. I prefer granite over quartz. Buyers tend to like light and airy. So they want the white quartz and the bright painted cabinets. So if you look closely at this, maybe they have newer floors, but everything was upgraded back in the 90s and 2000s. And remember, I said that this house is set against the hills. You're going to have a sloped grade, but that's nice because you have a nice backyard. You can see over and take a look at the views of the city. Beautiful house, nice views of the power towers. What you get for $1 million, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,260 square feet, built in 1958. And this is in 95111 over by Hellier Park. You can walk to Hellier Park and there's a nice bike path that goes all the way down to Morgan Hill, Gilroy. It's an awesome ride if you ever do that. Let's take a look inside. This one looks like it's been done up, but I can't tell you why. They got rid of the grass, probably because this tree destroys the grass. So they mulched it, got rid of the grass and put low maintenance yard in. It's been a windy day because that looks like the for sale sign. Okay. I like this feature right here. It really helps the house pop out because it's a standard house, right? But at least you did something nice to it. This looks nice. It's been updated. It looks like it's been flipped. Yeah, this is definitely flipped. You can tell because they put in stainless steel, but they put in the cheap stainless steel stuff and it's brand spanking new. Everything is brand spanking new in this house. So yeah, while this is flipped, I would take a closer look at the workmanship, and that's the finer details. That's why you have an agent that knows how to look through and find different things. See, they cheaped out. They went mulch instead of grass. I would have put a lawn back there. And I probably gotten rid of this, whatever this is. Looks like a deck. Maybe it was a pad for a hot tub at one time. Yeah, there you go. And thank you for putting the floor plan on. So few and far between. I don't think they did floor plan. It cost literally nothing for us to do a floor plan. It allows a buyer, I actually put them right up front. I do the front of the house, the door, and then I put the floor plan in, because the floor plan helps the buyer visualize where the placement of all the rooms are, and if they like the flow. It's not about curb appeal, it's about the secondary thought. How is this house going to flow? So when you're looking at a picture, you can't really tell. Nothing's changed. I haven't touched these because we're still in the middle of June. We're still in a seller's market, but because the rates are so high, we're seeing houses sit on market a little bit longer. We're going to see houses sit on market 40, 50, 60 days. And I think that's going to be a norm until we see rates come down. Again, if you price your house right and do all the repairs, you make your house look pretty and attractive,